Good evening. The nation has voted for change. Same-sex marriage could now be legalised before Christmas.
An overwhelming 61.6% of Australians voted yes, the result sparking celebrations across the country.
Huge crowds united, anxious for an answer.
It's probably the only time millions of Australians will gather to hear from the Australian statistician. 4 long minutes later... Yes responses, 7,817,000. Representing 61.6%.
Oh my God, thank you, Australia!
As the nation declared "we do," same-sex marriage supporters celebrated around the country, embracing, dancing or down on one knee.
So many changes in my lifetime. It's gone from being dirt on somebody's shoe to so many straight people being proud of us.
Thousands packed Sydney's Prince Alfred Park. Celebrities took centre stage.
Party, 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 like it's 1999.
For me, knowing that back when I was younger, when I struggled with my own sexual identity, most certainly would have helped.
In Brisbane, Scott D'Amico and Brad Harker have started planning their big day.
We are overwhelmed. We've been waiting for this for years. We have our rings.
Mothers also showed support for their sons.
I'm pleased it happened before I pass on.
It just shows exactly how many people in this beautiful country love and respect us.
The result overwhelmed smaller crowds at a pub in Townsville. In the Whitsundays, love was really in the air for the Premier.
I think it is absolutely the right time now for our national leaders to introduce that bill.
State opposition leader Tim Nicholls voted yes, but believes florists and bakers should have a choice on which wedding orders they accept.
All businesses will make their own decisions in relation to who they want to provide services for.
12.7 million Australians voted, almost 80% of those eligible. 61.6% in favour of same-sex marriage, 38.4% against. 60.7% of Queenslanders voted yes. New South Wales had the tightest margin, 58 to 42.
The Yes campaigners believe this is a turning point in Australian history.
The $100 million question has now been answered.
We love you, Australia!
And Marlena, the party continues. There are more celebrations tonight.
Sharon, crowds are building in West End for a party at the Rumpus Room. The event has just kicked off. There's a proud display of rainbow colours. Hundreds of people are expected. This is a live shot of the Story Bridge, which will soon be lighting up in rainbow colours. They'll be more visible once the sun goes down. The Brisbane electorate recorded the highest number of yes votes for Queensland. Another result same-sex marriage supporters are celebrating.
All right, thank you, Marlena. To political editor Mark Riley now. And how soon is same-sex marriage likely to become law?
I'd say definitely before Christmas, Sharon. The Liberal Conservatives who've been opposing this, including Tony Abbott, seem to be in retreat tonight. They've been mugged by the resounding strength of the yes vote, and they're now saying they still want greater protections for religious freedoms and free speech, but they're not going to stand in the way. So it seems our political leaders will follow the people and emphatically say yes. A marriage of hope bridging the political divide. The result for Labor's Penny Wong, overwhelming. For Liberal Tim Wilson, exhilarating. The people have spoken.
And now it is up to us, here in the Parliament of Australia, to get on with it.
Today we celebrate. Tomorrow we legislate.
A cross-party bill to do that introduced today by Liberal Dean Smith.
Advance Australia Fair. This is Australia's day.
Supported down to its bootstraps by a rainbow coalition of co-signatories, including Labor, Green and crossbench senators.
People working across party lines in the national interest.
It is basically a Greens-Labor bill, aided and abetted by people in the Liberal Party.
The bill includes protections for religious ministers and civil celebrants who refuse to conduct same-sex weddings, but Conservatives want more.
The Smith bill is grossly inadequate in that regard.
Seeking protections for businesses refusing service to same-sex weddings on religious or other grounds.
I will want to see strong religious protections in that bill.
A former Conservative Prime Minister adding this warning.
I don't think the base of the coalition vote should be ignored.
Conscious of that, Malcolm Turnbull is open to increasing those protections, not as much as the Conservatives might like, and how far they do go will ultimately be up to the Parliament.
This is a free vote.
Debate will begin in the Senate tomorrow, with a final vote in the House expected in the last scheduled week of sittings in December.
And get this done this year, before Christmas.
Of 150 electorates, 133 said yes, just 17 no.
They voted yes for commitment. They voted yes for love.
Thank you, Australia.
Mark Riley, 7 News.